Okay, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna click over to my cheat screen here in a minute. Oh, it doesn't want me to do that. Trying to screen share here. I'm gonna take us over to our slides here. So first off, I want to welcome everybody and thank you for joining us for the March team meeting. And there's one thing we're going to talk about right away. It's called the March monthly focus. Everything you're going to learn tonight, there's a place on our Pampered Chef website that you can actually go to find the same information every month to help you plan your month for success. And I just wanted to give you a little quick view of how to get to that. Clearly, when you log in, you just click on Consultants Corner, and it'll bring you over to this section. Those of you that are really new, this is probably something you'd like to hear again anyways. And then I just double clicked on the Training and Resources Center, and right down here is the monthly focus. And it has all the information you would like for the month. It basically has tips to help you book, sell, and recruit, just like we're going to be talking about tonight. And it showed you where we could find it. It provides inspiration, ideas, and words to use to say to book, sell, and recruit this month. So specifically, it's going to talk about the monthly special and how to effectively use that for your month to book it up as solid as you would like it to be. And it reduces your jumping from page to page. So it's going to all be right in there, so you're not going to have to click on all those tabs and remember where everything is. If you can find your way to the monthly focus, sorry, keep using my hand, you can basically get all the information you need to get rolling on your March. So I'm going to jump back over to our other screen here. Get rid of that baby. My messy desktop. Oh my, play. That's what I need to do. Okay, so we're going to start off with welcomes and introductions of our new team members. And I'm going to start off by doing Janelle since she wasn't able to be on tonight. She's on a little trip with her family, which is super fun. Looked like she was hiking up some mountain today. What? Did you see that, Crystal?
Yeah, she was snowshoeing on Mount Hood.
Yes, I was like, whoa, very cool.
I don't know anybody else who would go on vacation when it's this crappy, when the weather's been this crappy, and go out to the mountains and snowshoe, but whatever.
Outdoorsy chick.
My idea is sun and sand, but you know, each to their own.
Okay, so I need to move this, Crystal. No, I moved that.
We can. Oh, you went to the second page now.
Yeah, how? I'm sorry, you guys. There, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm sorry. Can you tell I'm a newbie? Janelle's usually good in this. Do you know how to go back, Crystal? Navigator.
No, because you have a different. Oh, just click on the slide. Click on the other slide, the slide before. Yeah.
Right there.
Do you have a Mac?
If that's okay, guys, I'm not gonna use the play mode if that's all right with you until I get a little further. Just because I can't see with your Brady Bunches in there. So Janelle has two recruits. Jennifer Galoff, I believe is how you pronounce that. And she's from the Minneapolis area. And then Laura Hickey, and she is from the Sioux Falls area. And I guess whoever else, like Carrie, if you want to introduce your new recruit and where she's from.
Yeah, so I have Bailey Hugger, and she's from northern Minnesota. So she just had her birthday here, which is kind of fun. But she had a great kickoff party already and is looking forward to, she's got quite a few more parties here in her calendar and to growing her team right away. So yeah, she loves to cook, so loves to be in the kitchen.
Very cool. Crystal?
Well, Sabrina Seaton isn't a stranger to us. She actually sort of just had a little lull in her Pampered Chef business, and then because she was moving and changing jobs and all kinds of things, and so lapsed, but she rejoined almost right away. So I guess she's a newbie, and we did her kickoff yesterday in Pickstown, which was so fun for me because I have never been to Wagner or Pickstown or the Fort Randall Dam or any of that. So anyway, we had a really fun time. We made that banana poke cake, by the way, and our ring, of course, and that is really nummy. So if you're looking for a new dessert recipe that's really easy, try that banana poke cake. It actually uses a fair number of products. So
Thank you, Crystal.
Mhm.
Is Jess on yet? I know she was going to be a little bit late. Jess, are you on? No? Okay, so we'll skip to the next one. And there's a lot of Jessicas on there, huh? Jessica kicked some butt. So Jennifer Gossman, is she on?
She's not on, but I know this was a friend of hers. So that's kind of what I know. So someone that just signed up under her without her knowing. So, yeah.
Very cool. And then Kayla.
Holy cow, look at all those Jessica Butler people.
I know, I was like, woo! She needed 2 pages. Kayla, are you on?
Yep. Lindsay, I just got a surprise email. She's from my area, so she just found me online and signed up, and yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Okay. And then Arena Johnson.
Arena, Arena, are you on? I think she is one of Jess Butler's gals. And I think Lisa and Arena kind of joined together. I'm not positive about that, but it seems like I heard that.
Okay.
And then I'd just like to shout out to Christy Johnson, also rejoined. She was on my team and had a little lapse and rejoined this month too.
Very cool. Was there anybody else that isn't on the slide that we didn't get added by chance?
Yep, Ashley, I'm going to forget her last name, Ashley G. She just signed up yesterday with Melissa Meyer. So that was Melissa Meyer's first team member. So that's cool.
Yay.
Yay.
Very cool.
And I need to make a correction. It's not Christy Johnson. It's Christy Peterson. You know, all in the Scandinavian. Sorry, a little lapse.
And it looks like Jessica Butler's on now.
Oh. Hi, Jess.
Hi.
I'm going to bring us back a page here. So we're introducing our recruits. And if you want to introduce all of yours.
Oh, good Lord. Sure. So Ashley Hartman is a student at SMSU. She actually just kind of randomly found me and picked me off a list, but she is looking for something to make some extra money while she studies criminal justice. Sabrina Booth has been on my fence for a really long time. She's been a past host and past customer, and she used to sell Jamberry. So she just decided that now is a good time for her to sign up. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
So I can remember all the people. Okay. Beth was a past guest in a party, and she sneakily signed up. She has a 10-month-old that you can see in that picture there. And she loves to coach volleyball. That's what she actually does full time now. So she's looking she likes to be busy. So she's looking to find something else to just keep her busy. Lynn was a guest in one of my parties who has been a Pampered Chef lover for like 30 plus years and just decided that now was the right time to sign up and start selling it. Arena was also on the fence for a really long time, and because of the $39 kit, just decided that now was the time to start to jump in. Lisa Wendinger actually signed up under Arena, but she'd also been a past guest who had also been previously on the fence, but just decided that now is a good time for her. And Abby actually had been a past guest as well, but she had told me a couple months ago that she wanted to sign up and do her party in May after she moved. But with the $39 kit, it was too good of a deal to pass up. So she is moving and starting a business all at the same time.
Great. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
As you can tell by what she just said, this is the month to contact everybody you have on your list. To them just before the new special came out, reach back out to them. Don't miss out on this opportunity because it could be a real game changer for their life and for I guess your team. So now I'm going to go to the next slide. I could probably go back to the full view to view. We had a really great month in sales. We had 88,428.53, which almost hit our goal. I believe we were at 90,000, weren't we, Jess? Crystal? But that was fabulous for a February. And then we had 8 new team members. Hit play again. Sorry, guys, I'm still learning. And then I don't know how to get my people out of your way. Anywho,
If you press escape, you can make it so that way they're on the top.
and just slide it up there.
No, they just go to the top so you can see everybody plus your whole screen.
Just do this or what? Sorry.
I just press escape on the keyboard, I guess.
I have so many things open. I think that it. But anyways.
On my computer, Jamie, you have to drag it. Like you have to drag the people up to the top.
There's a Mac. I hope. Yep, there we go. And we'll see if that will fix that problem. Slide only. And now
If it helps you, Jamie, we can't see it on you. Each one of us have different screens, so we can just see the slides, and then however we have ours configured. So don't worry about what yours shows.
That was on mine. We're seeing it. Okay, so now we have a big congratulations to Sarah Solis for her first time promotion to a team leader. Is Sarah on the call? Or on the
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
So we're really excited for you.
Great.
You can see all of the different benefits that Sarah's going to have by promoting to a team leader. I want to just kind of recap those really quick because not very many people know the benefits of sharing the business with people. For a team leader, you get a 2% override on your own personal sales. So you're giving yourself a raise. You get a 2% override on your personal recruit sales, 1% override on indirect recruit sales, and a $30 Pampered Chef bonus for recruiting. Your requirements are 2 active lines, and that's your team leader status. And sorry if I'm echoing here. Then $750 in personal sales and $2,500 in team sales. And Sarah, could you possibly give us a little bit of a story? What is that?
Sorry, Jamie, what was that question?
I said, could you tell us a little bit about your promotion and give us a little testimony on how that all came to be?
Yeah. So my first one was Kathy Gomez, and she kind of surprised me when we were doing the checkout at her party, saying that she was interested in it. So she got her kit credit, and then a couple months later, she finally used it and she joined. I think it was January 1st. My other recruit was Stacy Klein. I think I just saw her on here. She was actually the one I was invited to one of her parties just as a guest, and I joined from her party, and then she's either been a guest in a couple of mine or hosted a few other ones. But once I got those, it's just gotten a lot easier to just like ask people if they're interested in it. And I think one of the big things for me was doing the Pixie filler dust, whatever that was called, the training, and just learning that it doesn't have to be scary to ask people to join your team. So yeah, just trying to keep it going from here. Yeah, and I didn't even know about these team leader bonuses until after I got it. So that was pretty cool.
That is very cool. Stepping out of your box. It's scary at the first couple of times, but once you do it, it really just comes naturally at some point. But the opportunity that we're offering people, if you believe in that, make sure you're sharing it. If you're loving everything that you get from your Pampered Chef business, offer that to everyone. Thank you for sharing, Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay. So now we're going to give you guys all a chance to toot your own horn. What is something that happened in your business in the last month or and that you are just really excited about? So, a success that you had, something new you tried, how you stepped out of your box. You can just go ahead and share.
Okay, I'll share something first. I switched how I do my virtual parties. Instead of doing the multi-day parties, now I do like a one-night sort of an event where I go live with a demo, and then I also do other posts. It's about 45 minutes, and it's been going really well so far, and I like it. So just something new and different.
How many posts did you say you do?
Maybe like 15 total, probably.
Okay.
And then a live demo that's about like 10 or 15 minutes of a recipe.
Quite a few recipes or products in that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dan,
and I
ahead of time, like what time you're doing that live demo?
I do it around like 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish.
And I started copying Danny, and they're so fun, so successful. You don't always have people on for your live right away, but they go back and watch it, and it's pretty fun.
And then you have meals for the rest of the week too.
Yeah, no kidding. I have more General Tso's chicken than I know what to do with.
Tax deductible meals.
Exactly.
Keep the receipts for those ones. Anybody else want to share?
I got one. I had my first $1,000 virtual party, so I was pretty excited about that.
Woo! Great job.
I would like to just say I managed my business while moving, so I'll take that.
Way to go, Carrie. With a baby on your back. Or chest.
I will say that I have been struggling after, multiple things going on in my life to have a full calendar. And I can honestly say I have had a full calendar this month. My calendar's booked for next month, and it's almost booked for May.
Awesome. Very cool.
Finally.
I just got done with my very first party, and I'm Laura, by the way, and I actually it was over $1,000 as well, so that was exciting.
Awesome. Very exciting. Anybody else want to chime in?
I'll share. I am just excited about my team growth. My team has grown a lot in the last month.
Yeah, that was amazing. You're an inspiration.
I try.
Okay, so we're going to move on now, and I believe it is Carrie's turn. And you want me to leave the slide, start with a slide, Carrie?
Yes, this is where I'm going to start. So sorry, 1 second.
Do you want to screen share and I'll jump off?
Nope, you can keep this up. So that is just fine. I'm just pulling something up here real quick. Okay, so I just wanted to present, since Janelle's gone, I'm presenting for both Janelle and I, but our vision board. So let's see here. Okay, so yeah, you can just keep this up here. So we really just want to say, first of all, you guys, we are all an amazing team, and all of us directors are honored to be your directors. So there's a lot of us, and every one of you brings something special to our team. So I just kind of want to share a little bit of who we are as a team with Pampered Chef. So Pampered Chef, of course, is a wonderful company with a great heritage and an amazing mission, and it's one of the top direct selling companies in the world too. So Pampered Chef has been in business now we're getting close to 40 years, and we have probably over 50,000 consultants, but only about 1,600 of them are directors. So all of us that are directors, it's kind of a special place to be. And for those of you striving to become that, we hope you can join us as well, because it is a special place. Of course, though, there are always more consultants than directors, and you do not have to feel bad if that's something you don't want. But this is how our career plan works. So I'm going to kind of show you guys what Janelle's board looks like here. So the directors are really is a special group because they're in the top 4% of Pampered Chef. So what this looks like, you're going to see with Janelle's board, she's kind of has a house up top. And so those of you that are under her directly are part of her personal team. And then like Jamie, Crystal, and I are also part of her, we're under her as well. But we each have our own house now. So we live on First Street. You'll see there. So we've got little hearts coming out of our chimneys. And we have our own team. And so having a team, a director team, means we have 5 or more people on our team. Okay, so we've got 5 people that maybe we directly invited, or maybe some of the others have invited as well. And then on Second Street, so these are like Janelle's grandchildren, is Danny, Jennifer, and Jessica. And again, they have those 5 or more people. And then Kayla is down on Third Street. So she's Janelle's great-grandchild down there as well. And then the hands are those that are team leaders. So those people have the 2 on their team that we just kind of described with Sarah. So what Janelle's vision is to become an executive team. So what does that look like? That means that we have 6 houses on the First Street there. So there's 3 empty houses. She would have 2 on Second Street. So she's got that done. But of course, she's always looking to grow more. And then Third Street as well. So anybody and everybody's invited to do that. So I'm going to also say here too, Janelle is what's considered an upper level director, and a few of us others are also considered upper level directors, and that's when you're an advanced director or senior director. And there's only about 550 upper level directors, so it's kind of a big deal. So we're part of an upper level director team, which is pretty cool. So you guys are all part of that, no matter what level you are, and you can hold your head high and be proud of that too. So with that, we think it would be so cool. The top level in the career plan is to be an executive level. And there's only about 50 executive level teams and above in the nation. So it's a pretty cool place to be. And what does that mean? You're like, cool, great. What does that mean for me, right? When you're part of an executive team, we get a concierge phone line. We get a direct phone line that allows us for quick access to information. That's all of us, no matter what level you're at. But if you're part of that executive team, you get that as well. So we get access to information ahead of time. We get reserved seating at meetings, events like National Conference. And Janelle, gets to represent us at yearly meetings as well. So you want to go to the next one here too?
Yes.
That's Janelle's vision. And then this is my vision as well. So Janelle and I are part of a class right now, so we are working on our vision boards. And so I'm also saying, you know what, I want you guys to be part of an executive team as well, those that are on my team. So this is what mine looks like. And again, for us to do that, we got the 6 on First Street and 2 on Second Street. So we're getting close to about halfway there. And although Janelle or I might hold that fancy title, whatever, but we represent all of you guys. And that's so much more important for us. And so, what else does that mean? We got to share then to be an executive team. So we all as together means that more consultants are sharing our incredible products with our customers. This means that more of our customers are using our products to make their lives easier in the kitchen, right? More families gathering around their table in their homes. And that's all part of Doris's vision, our founder, about having that shared time, meal times, a reality. And did you know that children of families who gather around the table that eat together have higher grades and have less drug and alcohol abuse? So we help carry that mission onto families. So it's not just about getting these titles, it's about helping changing lives. And think about when you guys all started or what this business has done for you. I know many of you have heard my journey with paying off a ton of debt, which has just been a blessing. I've now put in my notice to quit my 8-to-5 job. So I'm done April 5th. And then I go to Hawaii the next Monday. And then I get to stay home with my baby and do Pampered Chef. I never thought that was possible. So think of your situation. Maybe that's something you guys want. Maybe you know someone else too. So Jessica, think of Jessica Beller. She has been sharing the business like crazy this month because it's a $39 kit. There's some people who maybe can't afford to start a business, but with a $39 kit, I think they can have a quick rummage sale, sell some things on Facebook if necessary, and get started, and their lives can be changed. I mean, I'm a more confident cook even, so it's not just about finances all the time, even though that's the number one reason. So let's go to the next slide here. And so this is, the next slide here is our share the love boards is what I'm gonna call them.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Listen.
So this is, the left one's Janelle's, the left one's my Share the Love, and the right one is Janelle. So this is our goals for our organizations and our teams that we just want to share and help change. I want to help change 35 people's lives until the end of June. And mine, I have like 5 more people that's already added. Those hearts are filled. So, and then same with Janelle. She wants to help change 70 people's lives. She wants you guys, all of us, okay, all of us as an organization to help change this many people's lives. So we will be keeping these posted. You are going to see them. Janelle's going to have hers on her Cooking Up Success page. Mine will be on my organization page as well. And we're just going to keep track, and we're going to cheer all of us on. We're cheering you on. We're cheering, everyone. This is a team effort. We can definitely not do this on our own. And we just want to help other people's lives be changed by this business. So that's what I just want to share with you guys. Again, all of this, also means too that more hosts are using our products, enjoying them for free and discounted at home. We have such a busy world that we're trying to help everyone's lives be better in that kitchen and quicker, faster, right? So if directorship is something you guys want as well, go ahead and tell your director. Tell them, say, hey, I want to strive for this. And always stretch yourself. You go for the stars, you land on the moon, right? So sometimes we set big, scary goals, but you even if you don't reach them, you've made progress, right? You've gotten more from your business. So I encourage you to set some big, scary, crazy goals that are going to make you maybe poop your pants a little. But seriously, just strive for something, and you never know. I'm sure, Sarah, with you promoting to team leader, you've seen a paycheck and you're like, holy crap, this is great. So, getting those bigger paychecks, if that's something you desire, growing your team is the way to do that, and helping others. It's really more about helping others than anything. So that's what I just wanted to share with you guys. If you have questions, if this is something, even if you just want to strive for team leader, or maybe you want more in a different way, just contact your director, because that's what we're here for. So let's go team together. Woohoo!
Go team. Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
So our next slide, and we're going to talk about our meetings and trainings that are coming up. We have a home office Meet PC webinar on Tuesday, March 19th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can register for the webinar and make sure you share it with all of your leads. Remember, you have that amazing, amazing new consultant kit for $39 to offer. So no fear, but always offer that big one too, especially if they're cooking show people, because that's a lot of products and the best deal they're ever going to get. I get so excited about sharing that big kit, so I had to say that. If they have the means to do it, why not, right? April is recipe night on the 1st, and it's in Larchwood, right at the park. Okay.
Correct.
I didn't have that down in my notes, so I was like, I think that's right.
I think that date's wrong. Oh, okay.
You what, honey? What?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. And then April Zoom team meeting on Monday, April 8th at 7:30. And then Recipe for Success is most Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. And then we always have our Motivation Monday, your Fundamental Fridays. Is there anything that anyone is wanting training on? I mean, feel free to speak up right now, because we want to make sure we're providing what you want to learn about. Something, if it's something you're struggling with, something you just feel like you need more information on, feel free to shout it out. Is there anything you can think of? Okay, so you can also talk to your director about that. So if you don't have anything on mind right now, just reach out to one of us and let us know what it is that you're wanting to learn more about. Might be bridal showers. It's coming. It's going to be that season very shortly too.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a bridal shower coming up the 4th of April. So it's virtual, but what would be the best, I don't know, theme to go with, recipes to show, that kind of thing?
Since we're kind of crunched for time right now, I think the best avenue for that would be to talk to your director.
Okay.
Or your who is your recruiter? I'm sorry.
Kayla.
Pardon me?
Kayla.
Okay. Yep. And she can help you come up with some ideas with that too.
Okay.
And yeah, and if she has any questions about that, she can keep reaching on up through the rest of us too, because we're all willing to share. It's just that I don't want to keep everybody on. We could go on for hours about that, I bet, with all of our ideas. But yeah, definitely always ask us about those things. That's something we can share with you. We're in business for ourselves, but we're not alone. Okay. Thanks for asking that question. I'm glad you did.
You can always post on Cooking Up Success too, your questions, and there are so many of us out there that can give you different ideas too, and then you can pick the one that works best for you. So that's another great place too.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
And Michelle, too, the virtual party group on Facebook has a lot of wedding shower stuff on it. I've just been noticing that. So that's another good resource also.
So the what? The virtual party?
The Pampered Chef virtual party group. And you can, I'll see if I can send you a link.
Okay, thank you.
What's your last name, Michelle?
Nyblade. Nyblade.
Okay. I'm making a note.
Okay, so is there anything else besides bridal shower training anybody's interested in? I don't want to cut you too short if you wanted to say something. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to National Conference. That is July 24th through the 27th in Chicago. And now I want to give a little bit of time. How many of you have been to National Conference?
Woohoo!
Okay, so if you'd like, go ahead and kind of speak up and tell me or tell us all what it was about National Conference that you think was a benefit to your business.
The energy and the trainings. It's just so much fun. Like I went right after I signed up. I went that first July after I signed up in March. And then I also obviously went the year after. So I highly recommend it, even if you're brand new.
I agree with her. The energy and the trainings and just like the whole atmosphere of everything. And I went for the first time last year, and honestly, I didn't know a lot of people from our team personally. So even just to grow with the team for me was really big. Just to get to know other people, because you always see all these faces and hear names on Facebook, but just getting to know people, because you're in a car with somebody for what, 8 hours or so too, and it's just so much fun. You guys, you have to go. It is so worth the investment that you put into it, and it is just so much fun. And yes, the trainings are wonderful. Just, you have to go. Just do it.
And it's kind of fun because some of us are spread so far around the country that people fly in and drive in and stuff, but we get to meet people and see people, so that's fun.
I think it's really inspiring. You get to see all of the people who've, achieved the awards or different, directors and above are recognized. And really just seeing that there are so many different kinds of people in Pampered Chef. So seeing all of them, seeing a bunch of people who've been successful, it's really inspiring to see all of that.
Mommy, what?
Great. All right. Did everybody get a chance to talk? Okay. Then we have our pillar training that will start again in April. Just reach out to your director and let them know that's something that you're interested in. You won't regret it. Is there anybody on the call right now that just got done with the pillar training not too long ago? Wants to share a little bit about it? What did you feel like you gained from that experience? Sarah, I believe you talked about it a little bit. the pillar training?
Yeah, I did the first one. I don't know if there's been a second one, but I think the biggest thing for me there was I just started asking a lot more people about booking a show, and even like the scary ones that I never thought would respond, and some of those were the ones that actually booked the party. So it's, yeah, just get out of that comfort zone for everything.
Very good. It's nice to have that accountability too, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
All right. So now we're going to move on to home office updates. What's happening in March? Does anybody know what the biggest thing in March is right now? It's our new products, right? Our new selling season. That's my favorite thing to say. When I'm afraid to ask somebody, I'm like, oh, we got a brand new catalog, new products. That makes me come out of my comfort zone. So I don't know if that makes you all feel the same way. Is there a certain product that you fell in love with the new products? Or we have quite a few of them. My favorite, I would say right now, is that little dispenser. Because of my pancakes. Yes, he makes pancakes with it though. Or the wine tumblers.
My favorite, I think, is either the wok or the racks, and then the silicone bowls for the 1-cup prep bowls. I've done a couple of different things in the quick cooker in those, and that's just a lot of fun. I love it.
And even though I wasn't quite sure about the silicone gaskets, my quick cooker was starting, I was using a lot of garlic and like Mexican food. So it was really starting to have an aroma every time I opened it. So I was thankful for those as well.
Yeah.
I really, really, really love the entertaining platter. I think it's beautiful. As you all know, I party a lot and have a lot of parties at my house. And it is just so fun for chips and dip or rings or, gosh, just about anything. Veggie platters. I just think it's beautiful. And it, you know, you can bake on it. And I've baked on it several times and it just works like a dream and it cleans up. And I have to say, I really love our new slice and shred or whatever the heck its name is. I mean, it's not a product for, I mean, you don't like grab it for, shredding up a half a cup of something, but it really does make prepping so easy. So if you have somebody who really does, a lot of meal prep ahead of time, I don't know that I'm going to bring it to my parties, but I've been using it in my live demos, and I might just live demo it always because I don't want to carry it with me, but I think it's so fun to use, and it's easy. So
I agree. I love that, especially like shredding cheese. It just goes so much faster than using the grater going like that. And I actually have somebody who's interested in it. You guys give me feedback. Do you think that it would hold up to like homemade soap to shred it? Like, would it be perfect? Soap? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Soap?
I definitely think it would.
Okay. I thought so too, because she says that it's probably about the consistency, maybe a little bit harder than carrots. And I'm like, I think that it would be fine. So
yeah, absolutely think it would work with soap. That's a really great idea. Never thought of that.
Because she makes like soap sprinkles or something to put in the bath. And yeah.
Awesome ideas. Anybody else have a product they were in love with? Okay, so we're going to move on. There's 3 key areas, like we talked about before in, got to remember the name of that. It's sort of the monthly at a glance. Crystal, you want to help me out with that? I'm drawing a blank.
Monthly focus.
Yes, the monthly focus. We're going to go through and do some of the trainings that we talked about in there. And our first one is on booking. And then we're going to move on to selling and recruiting. And I'm going to hand it over to
me.
Danny. Danny's going to help us with booking.
Okay. Yeah, you can go to that screen. So obviously this month, to get some parties booked, you guys, new products, any of the new products your host can get for half off with our half price items. So the stainless steel wok would be $120 for them. the quick prep food grader, there's that name, Crystal, is $47.50 for them only. So like that person that's interested in for the quick prep food grader for me, I'm going to try to talk them into doing a show and just tell them, hey, instead of getting it for full price, you will get it for $47.50, and just focusing on that. And also the amazing host special this month, the March host can get one item from the entire Rock Crack collection for 60% off. And then another thing is the new party theme, the Prep Ahead party theme to book for in-person or virtual parties in March. Has anybody used that one yet? I haven't yet. Anybody? Yeah? Do you like it, Judith? Yeah?
I've used it.
Cool. I haven't really used it yet or looked at it, but super excited about the new products, and just share your excitement about them too. Like when you talk about them, just let them know it in your voice about how excited you are about some of them too. And then there's some words to say. Just, I wanted to reach out to you today because Pampered Chef just introduced an amazing stainless steel nonstick wok, or the quick prep food grater. And I thought that you'd like to add this to your kitchen by hosting a fun get together in March. What do you think? So just reaching out to anybody and everybody on your list, and reach out to the people that you're scared to also. Just go for it and do it. So yes. Okay, now you can go to the next screen, Jamie.
Okay.
And I think this is the one where I'm gonna attempt this screen sharing. Okay, so do you need more bookings on your March calendar yet? There's still plenty of time to get bookings in March, and using the party themes can be a great way to help you book and sell, because they give focus to your party and create an experience your guests will love. So I'm just going to show you guys where you can find the using party themes to book and sell training. So if you want to stop screen sharing, Jamie.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to share mine. Oh boy, what do I have to click on my screen? Okay, share. Sorry. Okay, can you guys see it?
Yep.
Okay. So here's the homepage. You're just going to click on the training and resources, and then click on party training right there. And then it will be, oh, of course, my people are covering it up, I think. Okay, so then you go to the party theme training right on the side there. And then it's the using party themes to book and sell. You just click get started. And then you can just do the start the course, and then it'll take you through all of that training. I just encourage you guys all to go through this training and just review it, even if you've done it once before. I'm gonna go in and do it myself again. So, okay, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Does anybody have any questions about that before I exit out? No? Okay. Stop share. So if you want to share your screen again, Jamie, you sure can.
Okay.
Let's see here. And then, does anybody have any questions really about using the party themes at all? No? Okay, and I think Pampered Chef really gives us the awesome resources and the graphics and the words to say and everything for all of that, which is really awesome that they did that. So let's go out and get some bookings with these party themes, guys. Woohoo! Let's fill our March calendars. It's not too late. Okay.
Thank you, Fanny. Okay,
You're welcome.
the next section we have is on selling. Guests can pick up one of the following items. You all probably already know it from your parties: the mini mix and scraper, the mini serving spatula, or the mini skinny scraper. 4 ways to increase your sales in March. Number 1, highlight your rock cracks. It is not too late to still book shows for March. Sorry, drew a blank there. You could still hold a cooking show before the end of the month. A lot of very successful cooking shows happen within a week of their booking date. Or I usually run my parties from Wednesday to Tuesday. You could still fit in a few more shows and get lots of people joined by Friday. So don't feel like you can't still reach out to people. And in that, I also want to go back into the booking for a second. If you want to pull reports on the people who've bought Rock Crocs or have bought the stainless steel pans and the other pans, see if they want to add to their collection. I believe there's a video in one of our units on the Cooking Up Success page that shows you how to pull a report. So check that out. The number 2 way is to increase your average customer order with sales add-ons. Upselling. That's one way that I do it. If somebody comes up with a, let's say they want, I'm drawing a blank, oh my gosh. Egg slicer. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just going to tell you it costs this amount for the egg slicer plus an extra wire, which you're probably going to need. You might as well get the quick slice because I mean, you're really going to have to end up ordering one because if it can break. So then they're like, oh, really? Can I see a little bit more about that? And sometimes I just pull up a video and show it to them. Or I've used it at the show at in the cooking section prior to that. You can also suggest the season's best to upsell, to bump that over that extra $2. The kitchen paring knife set. Those have been a huge hit for years to help support Feeding America in addition to that. So mentioning those two things together, not only are they a well-loved product, tying it in with the Feeding America, they feel like they're giving back too. But another good tip on here is to add one of the mini mix and scrapers, or the mini skinny scraper, or the mini mix and scraper, and then get the other one free just by bumping it over. Talk about the scrapers. I talk about how mine are constantly dirty. So I have umpteen million in my kitchen. And then the number 3 way is to use the guest special to talk about the scraper collection, which I just talked about. That helps to bump that over. If you talk about those during the show, people sell them to each other. You're not even gonna have to say very much before you get interrupted and everybody starts going on about their scrapers. And then that's a great time to talk about the smooth edge can opener. That's cross-selling right there. So by cross-selling and things like that, that's a great way to help boost the sales for your host parties. And then, okay, I'm gonna have a fess up moment here, y'all. I do this often. Increase your party sales by the new maximize your party sales through individual connections training. I searched and searched, Crystal. I couldn't find it. And Carrie, that's why I tried to call you really quick, because I'm like, I'm in here. I can't find it. Does anybody want to share their screen and show how to get into that? Because I would love to see it myself. I searched it. I went in there and fiddled around in there, and I'm just struggling to find that. Bueller. Have you ever done it, Crystal?
I was gonna say, I think there was someone else trying to find it too, and was going, okay, you guys said this would be here in March, so I just wondering if they're still having an issue with getting it up. But I would assume soon, if not by the end of the March, they'll have that going.
Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't find it. I remember either.
I think it's still in progress. I think it's having a little bit of a delay, but it'll be in PCU when it is under it's supposed to be under the selling portion. So I don't know, maybe we were just looking in the right place, but.
Okay. I kind of went through all the little sections in there, and I just was like, maybe I'm blind, but yeah, that'll be coming. That's just so you know, that'll be coming. And maybe one of us can put a video out there to show you how to get to it as soon as it's available. And then, are you ready to start fresh for spring? There's so many new and exciting products that can help your customers eat fresh, prep ahead, and love mealtime. Let's get to know the spring 2019 products and fall in love with them. So that sentence right there says a lot that can affect your business. Get to know your products. Get to know your products. So when you're at your show, you can give the different details of the product, so you can help them see the benefits of having it in their kitchen. If you know your products, you're going to be more excited about them, and get your hands on them. Try them out. Don't, waste any time. I know I drug my feet on the quick cooker because I was always paranoid about pressure cookers. And then once I used it, I was like in love with it. So that'd be my suggestion, is really get out there and read some information on the products to get to know them. And then let them hear it in your voice. Danny said that earlier. She said, make sure they can hear it in your voice. Share something or talk about something that you are excited about, because that you don't have to fake it then. And then remember, when you love something, your customers will too. And if you're at an in-person show or if you're going live on your virtual parties, that's a great time to really talk about something you're pumped about. And where can you find the resources? It's in the Training and Resource Center, Spring Summer 2019 Resource Guide. And you can go on in there and it has all your information on those products. And then what's in it for you in March? You can earn the new Magic in the Making apron, which I'm pretty excited about. My apron is kind of hashed. So I like that it's red, so it can still be a director apron. But just to have, just like you wear logo wear to get people to talk to you about the products and just kind of a conversation starter, this is a great way to talk about the trips. You can use it and like, I'll hint, something I have on is also a benefit, or can hint you towards the benefit of being a consultant. If you're doing an in-person show or virtual, if you go live, you can do that as well. But talk about the trips, because I think everybody has the opportunity to earn them. I mean, whether I felt like I was very, very part-time before I started earning trips. So when you submit $750 in commissionable sales in March, you will get the apron. Whether you're virtual or in-person consultant or both, wearing the apron during demos lets you talk about the benefits of sharing the Pampered Chef business now and earning points towards Walt Disney World. I don't know if all of you know this, but when you share the business with a new consultant, when they hit their $12.50 in 30 days, they also get 3,000 trip points. So that's super exciting. I just learned that recently. I didn't even know that. I probably didn't even know that I earned that back in the day. But yeah, we have lots of exciting stuff to talk about in March. So now we're going to what?
Oh, I was going to say, I found that Maximize Party Sales thing.
You
Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, I'm going to stop sharing.
Okay. And I'll start share. So I just went to Pampered Chef University. And then when you go to selling, you just scroll all the way to the bottom. So these are the lessons down here, and then maximize party through individual connections. And then you can hit start lesson. So this is where it's gonna be. So I don't know if I have to start lesson again, if there's more to it here yet. Oh yeah, look at that. So lots of fun stuff. Introduction, all these different pieces that you can do.
Thank you, Carrie. I was stuck up in those categories on the right, going through every individual, and I'm like, where is it?
Yep. So you're on the front page of selling. You just scroll down to the bottom. So,
awesome.
All right, there you go.
I'm gonna share again here. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to recruiting, and our rock star Jess is going to be coming in here to talk to us about this.
For sure. You go to the next one.
Yep.
I honestly didn't even look at these, so I'm just kind of winging it. But obviously the $39 kit is the big incentive for this month. So basically how I approached that, just so you can kind of get an idea how I used it, is I went back to every single person that I'd ever talked to about starting with Pampered Chef, like ever, and sent them a message. Like, for example, Abby that signed up, like I knew she for sure wanted to sign up in May. So I sent her a message and said, I know that you're like ready to do this. And I know you're moving, so it's not a great time, but you should totally consider signing up right now because you can sign up for less than $40. So, you know, if they've ever expressed interest, I would suggest reaching out to them because you just never know. And you never know whose life you could totally change with that, because some people just cannot afford that $100, but $39 they could reasonably scrounge up. So and they can actually use host rewards towards it too. So like if they get more than the $25 in free as a host, they can apply that towards it, and then it's only $14. Or they can get it for free if they have $50 in free host rewards. I'm not sure how that would work, but you can do it, is what I know. So you can go on to the next one.
Okay.
So yeah, sharing the opportunity live. I actually do go live in all my virtual parties. That's something that I kind of slacked on lately, but I have gotten back into the habit more in 2019. And I do talk about the opportunity when I go live. Basically what I do is kind of just an intro of myself at the beginning, and I talk about why I love Pampered Chef. I find that really what people respond to is you being real. So like if you can give them your real authentic experience of why you love Pampered Chef and why you love selling Pampered Chef, which products you love, things like that, like what you were talking about earlier, when you don't have to fake it if you're really passionate about a product. It's the same thing. You just have to look at the recruiting opportunity as a product and that you're passionate about. And obviously I don't do cooking shows, but you can do the same thing in cooking shows. So you can go on. And then obviously every month when you recruit, so you get the personal reward that you're making a difference and impacting someone's life. For me, that's the biggest thing, is that I know how Pampered Chef has affected my life personally. So I love to be able to make that difference in someone else's life. You obviously get the unlimited earning opportunity. You get overrides on your personal team sales. You get that recruiting bonus of 30 Pampered Chef dollars. The new consultant in their first 90 days gets the extra 100 PC dollars, and then the 3,000 incentive trip points that we kind of talked about. I just think, is there another slide about this, or is that something else? No.
It's the.
Oh, yeah. So home office has support for the March kit. Apparently it's under PCU. I didn't know about that either. So there's info there for you. I just think for me, the biggest thing was changing my mindset around recruiting. So I will forever talk about that. I think it's really important to look at it not as like a scary thing or something intimidating, and you can't go into it like desperate for people, because people can sense that, and that's a really negative vibe that you give off, and then they don't want to have anything to do with that. They're like, okay, get out of here. Like they don't want to feel that. So I think if you can go into it with just more of a calm, relaxed vibe, like this changed my life and I want to help it change your life too, it really changes the whole conversation around recruiting. That's all I've got, unless anybody's got any questions about that. Oh, wait, we have team support. I can talk about that too.
Okay.
Team support for new consultants. We have the Recipe for Success every Wednesday from 12:30 to 1. And obviously we've got Pampered Chef University, which talks about coaching new consultants. I actually just started using Kristen Waringa's scripts for coaching new consultants. I don't know if those are on any of our team pages. I will investigate that and find out if they are. Because they should be, because they're really handy. Carrie's shaking her head yes. So.
I'm saying no, they're not on there, but yes, you should put them on there. So I was like, my head nodding might be confusing all of a sudden. Yeah.
Okay, I will post those. And obviously we have our team meetings and our team pages and training units on Cooking Up Success. So we try to make it really easy for you to add people to your team. If you add somebody, you don't feel like you have to train them either. Your director will help with that. So don't feel like, oh my God, I signed somebody up now, the world is ending because I don't know what I'm doing. So.
Okay, our next one.
You want me to talk about that, or do you want to talk about that?
You can go right ahead. I guess I didn't have anybody sign up for that one.
All right, so we're going to do a big Ask Blitz. We're going to do that March 22nd through the 25th. So basically, this is just kind of like we do booking blitzes, only the idea is, you know, to ask people to join the business. And we're going to post all kinds of stuff, what to say, when to work on it, who to invite, stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So start making your list now, prepare now, and, you know, you could start asking people now, and that would be okay. But just so you guys know, we're going to start that this week. This Friday is the 22nd.
Yeah, definitely. Ask everybody.
Yeah.
Get your list ready.
Yes.
Know who you've talked to in the past, know who you would love to work with, and we'll try to help you guys through that as well when we get this going. But be thinking of different people, you know, and remember, like people are talking about a national conference, you see all different types of people. So asking everyone is a smart idea. No, you know, if you don't ask, you already have a no. And you never know whose lives you could change. You never know what situation they may be in.
And if you're very new, you will very often hear people who have fast-tracked talk about how their friends joined alongside them on their team immediately. Don't feel like you have to wait longer to recruit people. Recruit right away. Ask people to join with you. Learn with you. You can do it together as a team. It's just, it'd be a fun way to support each other too. Okay, so Crystal, we're gonna do a little bit of a quick training on social media tips. Oh, you're muted, I think. Oh, let me get you.
Yep. So you can probably not screen share because
Okay.
I don't have any slides, but some of you have heard some of this because we talked about it at recipe night, but they wanted me to share a little bit. I'm going to do kind of a briefer synopsis than I did at recipe night, but Janelle and let's see who all was there. Janelle and Carrie and I think that all that went to Las Vegas, and we went to some special no, who else?
I'm saying I didn't go to that. I didn't know that's what you're referring to yet.
Yeah, I think it was Janelle and I that went for some special training in Las Vegas, and it was a great time, and they really focused a lot on virtual presence, really, in social media. And I came home with lots of information. I'm kind of a social media junkie. You probably can find me on some form of social media almost constantly. I'm kind of attached to my phone, which is not always a good thing. But, we learned some important things, and I just want to give you a few little reminders because now that we are Pampered Chef consultants and are present in social media, we need to be always mindful about the image that we create, because who you are on social media is exactly who people perceive you to be in your business. We don't know a lot of our customers, and now with us moving towards more of a virtual party presence, all they know about us is what we tell them. I mean, we can be a completely different person on social media than we maybe really are, but that is who people see. So if you do something that isn't acceptable, it becomes common knowledge in just minutes. And I think we've all, if you've been listening to the news today, the news is aflutter with how much a certain someone was tweeting over the weekend. And whether, whatever you think about the person, it still is their presence there. And so we need to be always aware that whatever we put out there gets disseminated in seconds and is seen by everyone. So social media really is our vehicle for recreating the in-person relationship. So we want to think about that. And I always laugh because a few years ago, one of my friends from home said, do you realize that your mom sees all of your posts on Facebook? And I'm like, never thought about that. So just thinking about who might be seeing that. You control what people think of you. So just keeping that mindful. So, thinking about your posts and what have you. Now, I'm not out there to censor. You can put out there whatever you want. But most of us have maybe a personal page and then maybe a business page or a business group or something. Remember that most of us have those two pages linked. So we have some of the same friends. So think about that. When people are searching through social media, they are looking at it for various things. Entertainment is probably the number one, and I don't know if I think of social media as so entertaining, but I guess I probably look at it more than I do TV, so it probably is. Connections and problem solving. Their problems, not your problems, but they're looking to solve their problems. So they're out there looking for different recipes or different household tips or looking for a new bed or whatever people are doing that. So consider that every post is done to your best friend or your mother across the kitchen table. If you wouldn't say it to them in person, don't post it, because people certainly can interpret things in ways that you don't want. There are 4 main platforms. Facebook certainly is the one that we use the most. Instagram, and that's generally thought of as kind of the younger crowd out there. I know my daughters moved away from Facebook. They don't want to be on Facebook anymore. They're all about Instagram. And then Pinterest, but Pinterest is really just a search engine. It isn't really a social media platform that you can visit back and forth easily. So obviously not something we're going to have parties on. And then of course Twitter, which I'm not a Twitter expert. I can hardly get on there. So whatever. We always want to remember that, again, to think about ourselves is how we can help people problem solve, what service we can provide. So what's in it for them? I always try to think about my posts when I'm posting, especially on my business page, not my personal page so much, but my business page. What's in it for them? Is my post going to give them information? Is it going to provide them some levity about cooking or what have you? Is it going to solve their problem? What is it that it's going to give them? And then when we're talking about our social media presence when it comes to our business, we want to show up daily or at least on a regular scheduled, regular schedule, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, so people can, you know, kind of stay connected and stay informed. If you just pop on there once every month or so, people aren't going to engage, and actually people aren't even going to see it because, you know, the less people engage with your posts, the algorithms kind of check them right out. For increased interaction, we learned that you need to comment on every response to your posts, 5 words or more. And that works also if you are trying to increase your base. If you go to somebody else, let's say if you're following Joe Blow the Rag Man and he is posting about you know, candy making, you need to post on him in 5 words at least, and do it a couple of different times, and then you will start seeing him in your feed and he will start seeing you. So, you know, you've got to kind of work the system a little bit. We get so frustrated with these social media platforms, but we have to remember that they are letting us use their platforms for free to run our businesses. So we can't get too snarky. I mean, they could just say, sorry, no more Pampered Chef, no more selling, no more, which they kind of have. But, you know, the fact that we have to kind of always weave in and figure out the new things is really just to kind of weed out some of that and remind us that it is a social media platform. Let's see. We want to think about being smart in how we engage. We want to try to be social, not salesy. Good posts tell a story, solve a problem, provide inspiration, provide joy, provide value. Okay? Bad posts ask for favors, ask for bookings, ask people to buy, ask people to sign up. That's not to say you can't lead people in those paths, but I've been challenged to sell 16 micro cookers this month. Those posts really are not engaging for people. And I mean, I have to be honest, I know 1,000 different direct sales people, and I see those kind of posts. I scroll right by, I don't even look at them. I'm like, oh, nope, 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 you know. So I'm sure they're doing that to us too. And then trying to individualize. You know, we run different things. We all have the same special, so we know that. But trying not to just glom on and copy and paste, trying to make it our own, trying to see if we can do that. You know, a lot of us have very mutual friends. I always use Dina Perry as my example, that we actually have many, many, many of the same friends. We kind of circulate in some of the same social groups. Her husband is the pastor about, you know, half a block from my house. So I am always really careful not to double post anything that Dina posts because it's the same, and I don't want my people to go, yeah, you know. So thinking about that too. Oops, I just lost my screen. Okay. When it comes to Instagram, there are some really important things. And again, thinking about why folks move to Instagram, I can tell you that I always run things up through Molly. She's my kind of social presence barometer. And she said the whole reason she left Facebook is people were always trying to sell her something. And so she got rid of it. And I said, well, what do you do? She goes, well, I went to Instagram. And I'm like, ooh, note to self. Probably shouldn't try to sell her stuff on Instagram. That's not to say that we can't, again, lead people to asking questions and making comments. But Instagram is really a scroll-worthy kind of platform. People scroll through. It's picture-related. You know, every post is a picture or a video. So you really need to get their attention. And, I pay attention to how I scroll through Instagram. I scroll. Oh, look at that. What was that? So I just look through those pictures. So the more engaging your pictures are, the better. They love behind the scenes shot. You at a party, you in the kitchen, you interacting with a host. They love beautiful food pictures. And quotes and text based on images, having a picture of a beautiful plate of food with a Julia Child quote on it. And you can create those. We have all kinds of different ways to do that. Kitchen tips, facts, testimonials. You want to try also to use the same filters on all of your posts if you can, at least all of your maybe cooking posts, because that helps people to identify that that's what those are, that's what they look for. And then with Instagram, it's all about the hashtag. I have several hashtags that I always use. One of mine is Mama Nurse Chef. And that's how I can identify, like if I want to find some of my old posts, I can just type that in and it'll pull, grab all those posts for me. TBC is another one. How I Pampered Chef. I use all kinds of different ones. If you want, you can go and look on mine. Mine is Crystal McFarland Beckman, all one word. So if you want to look, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm learning just along with everybody else. But we want to try to be real relevant, specific. The more hashtags you can put in, the better. That's how people search on Instagram, as they type in a hashtag and it pulls them into that, and then you will get followers. You do not need to follow everybody who has followed you. In fact, please don't. You'll have, if you want to, but you will have far more followers based on whatever. For example, I posted a picture of a charcuterie tray that I made, and suddenly I have all of these expert charcuterie people following me, and I'm like, oh, wait. No, please don't. You're going to see a picture of my, messy chef, but whatever. They can do whatever. They can unfollow me if they want. Write great captions. Be clear and concise, easy to read, consistent, recognizable. I think we want to create a social media presence. You want to be real clear about who you are. Like I said, my little hashtag is Mama Nurse Chef, because that's the kind of hierarchy of how my life has been. Now it's going to probably switch to Mama Chef Nurse, but anyway, that's kind of, make sure you have kind of a mantra when you write your descriptions, putting something very small but clear and concise about who you are. And my number one pet peeve is spell and grammar check. And if Jess and Mickey are on, and Renee, you guys are gonna all laugh because I send you guys all crazy texts, because I do voice to text when I'm sending messages to you, and they're probably naughty words in there. But anyway,
Crystalese.
My spell checker, I swear, it thinks I'm terrible, a pirate or something. But really spell check and grammar check, because again, it's your social media presence that is putting you out there. And if you're constantly having misspelled words or, terrible grammar or what have you, that's the image you portray. And then know your audience, identify your followers. Like I said, the charcuterie people are following me. So now I feel like compelled to always put my veggie tray on there or something, because that's what they're looking for. But if you're really focusing on healthy eating, I know Jess Butler does a lot on health and promotion. Those are really that. Keeping with that image and making sure you're posting, because your followers all of a sudden are those people and they want to see those things. And then encourage engagement, like, comment, share. Again, you can do all of those things in any of the platforms. Again, the hashtagging, but there's nothing more fun than going onto your Instagram and seeing that you have 16 comments. It's like, oh, even if it's just like, yeah, that looks good or something, it does make you feel good. It's like, oh my gosh, people actually see this, so that's fun. And then geotagging. Now people have a little bit, there are people that have issues with geotagging or location tagging. There are others that don't care. I don't know. I guess if people really want to know if I'm in Sioux Falls or in Phoenix or wherever I'm at, I don't really care. They're probably not going to come after me. If they want to eat my food, I guess they can walk in the front door. But, if you're comfortable, that's good, because people like to know where you're at. I mean, that's just another way of connecting. Anybody, I have so much I could tell you. Oh, one of the other things is profile pictures. You want to try to use a profile picture of you, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, I guess, although I don't know if I have a picture on Twitter. But anyway, you want to try to make your picture you. Don't make it your dog or your, French horn or whatever. It needs to be you, because people want to see who they're talking to. They want to know who they're buying products from or who they're seeing a recipe from. And I would really recommend that you keep the same profile picture, if you can, from your Facebook to your Instagram to whatever social media you're on. So if you're changing one, change them all, because that helps people to link from platform to platform. I really love seeing people's kids, and you can sure do that on your personal page, but when it's your business page or your business group or however you have it, you want to make sure that there's a real good, clear picture of you. I don't know. Does anybody else have anything? Jess or Jamie? It says you're Janelle on my screen.
I guess the only thing I would add is, because just you were talking about the fact that I post a lot about healthy things, find other things that you're passionate about and tie it all in. Because if you're already, I'm passionate about eating healthy, so that's easy for me to always tie in.
Yeah, and that's your identity, and that helps you get followers. And whether you're on Facebook or, the other thing is not to post the same post through all your platforms. When you do a post now, you can share it to Twitter, you can share it to Instagram, you can share it to Facebook, and it will go to all three. Please don't do that, because sometimes the same people are on all of those platforms and they see that same post over and over again. So try to change it up. I know I'm a little bit more wordy on Facebook than I am on Instagram. You just can't be that wordy. So I try not to do that. Have a plan. Some people have very elaborate social media plans, and they'll say, okay, on Mondays I do this, on Tuesdays I do that. I can't be like that. Well, my whole life is not like that, so I don't know why this would be. But just try to have a plan. And I tend to post one way on Instagram and another way on my Facebook pages. So if you can kind of think about that, so your same people aren't getting barraged. Anything else? Okay. Take it away, Jane.
Okay, so we're going to go back over to this.
Oh, wait, I think I'm still up, aren't I?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, April, it's coming up. I'm so excited because Cookware Month is coming. And the reason I am so excited is everybody wants that darn wok, and it's a little on the pricey side. I'm so excited that I can offer it at 60% off. So April is Cookware Month, so people can get a piece or a set of cookware at 60% off, and that is always a hit. It's a great booking thing, and people are starting to hear about our new cookware, especially the nonstick stainless, but also the new nonstick with the removable handles and the 4-ply and all, dishwasher safe, all kinds of stuff. So there's so many great booking opportunities with that cookware. And then, of course, for our guests, because, of course, spring brings with it spring veggies, thank God, finally, we are going to be able to have some really great fresh veggies. So salads galore, and we've got all kinds of salad products, cross-selling. Holy moly, we've got, our new, whatever that thing is called, slicer grater. I don't know what it's called. I'll figure it out someday. But we've got our salad bowl, that we can cut our salads in, and so many great healthy eating products. So along with that is, of course, the Egg Slicer Plus, which we've already talked a little bit about. I always try to upgrade to the Quick Slice, but the Egg Slicer Plus is a great little thing too. And then the Measure, Mix, and Pour, which is indispensable in my kitchen. I use it all the time. I use it for all kinds of different things. Even if I just want to mix something quick, I'm using that guy. So, and that's a really pretty good deal. I think, what are they, both $14 or something? And then get those free with sales over $75. And then, of course, points with the recruiting and the $30 PC bucks. And of course, we'll have a new consultant offering too, which we don't know what it is yet. We'll know April 1st, just like you will. But I'm sure it will be great. It's always good in April. So we'll see. What's the next one? Oh,
just promoting
same
what
thing.
we kind of talked about it anyways. Yeah. I guess.
Brainstorm ideas to fill our April calendar. Now, we're already doing our little recruiting blitz, but remember too, when you are out there talking about recruiting and people say no to the business, because they will. I mean, there will be some that say yes, but there will be some that say no. Always turn around and ask them about that party too. We might as well do a double duty while we're there. We always start with asking about the business, then I always ask about booking a party or getting free products, and third way, I always ask about any recommendations or leads that they might have too. So that's one way. Anybody else have ideas about how to fill our April calendars?
Pull reports on people who have purchased pans in the past. They might want to add the wok to their collection, or maybe they only have a one pan and they wanted several pans. It's another opportunity for them to just keep adding to their collection. If they can't quite afford, even at the 60% off, they might just want to use at a time. So
I was just at a kickoff and the host showed me a couple of the people talked about their scratched pans because they'd used metal in them, and obviously they can't get them replaced. So I took the opportunity to let them know that they could get new cookware by hosting parties in April. So that's another way if they've got some damaged pans.
that would
Go live on your Facebook page too with the cookware, like doing a recipe.
Yep, use one of our new metal tools and be like, is this a no-no in your kitchen? Well, it's not in mine.
Yeah.
Or maybe post you taking it out of the dishwasher without the handle.
My handle's missing. Oh, no, it's not.
I thought that was going to be something that I did not care about, but holy moly, that is such a blessing. There's sometimes even cook without the handles on now.
Any other ideas? Want me to move on, Crystal?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So now we'll talk about annual rewards for consultants. Sorry, I'm getting tired. You can see my eyes like, let's see, travel, of course, the trips. We have 3 different levels for our trips, our trip for Disney. This is so attainable for anybody. It really is. If you set your mind to it, make monthly goals, this is absolutely something that you can attain. This is a trip for 4, if you didn't know this. And there are 4 ways to earn as well. By building your team, by inviting people to the business. Who wouldn't want to do what we're doing? This is so much fun. All the great perks we get. Then also to sell products, 1 point for every dollar in commissionable sales. And then by developing directors, if you have someone on your team who promotes or re-promotes, you get 6,000 points towards the trip. And then selling consistently. That's something we should all strive to do anyways, is have that little goal that we're going for every month. And why not make it at least 2,000? Because you're going to have a really nice paycheck. And then you're also going to earn some bonus points for selling at least 2,000 each quarter. And that gives you 4,000 extra points at the end of the year. I mean, it all adds up. So they make it really, I think, easy for us to attain a trip if we keep our goals in sight. You can check out the Magic in the Making page on Consultants Corner for more details about the trip. Then we also have Excellence Awards. And this ends on May 31st, 2019. So from now until then, you have the ability to achieve the Personal Sales Excellence Awards, Personal Recruits, Developing Leaders, and later on, Janelle, I think, is she already Organizational Sales Volume? I don't know. I've never really looked that closely at that. I think that's a million. She's heading towards that. Or is she already there? Oh, she's got to be there for organization. Yeah, so, yeah. These are out there. If you look, if you qualify for one category, you get $350 in Pamper or Excellence and a gift card now, I guess. Sorry, debit card. And then if you get 2 areas, you get $500. 3 areas, $650, 4, $800. But yeah, just keep those in your sights. And then, so for March, there's a little bit, some ideas for goal setting and some affirmations, because we all have this, right? We can all have a fabulous March and end it strong. I have the skills and support I need to achieve my goals. I will personally book X amount of parties in March. What is that for you? Write it down. Keep it in front of you. I've never done this, but I know Carrie even put hers right by the bathroom mirror. I should be doing that. I don't know why I'm not. But like, put it out there so you can see your goals. And one thing I know is keeping my goals in front of my kids. They hold me accountable, and with a little bit of attitude too. I will personally submit one more than X amount of personal sales in March. And make sure it's, if you are wanting to track for the trip, make sure it's consistent with earning the trip. You can't say I want to sell $500 a month and expect to earn a trip. So you really have to break it down, and you can reach out to your director about that, because we can help you make a clear vision of how to get there. And then I will personally make number of people's every day better in March when I share the opportunity. Well, we're doing this, what's it called? Booking Blitz again? I don't want to say it wrong. It's nearly inappropriate. But anyways, share the opportunity with everybody. They have just thrown us a bone by that $39 kit. And also mention when you hit that your first $1,250 in 30 days by me helping you get there. That's what happens. We make sure they know that they're not just doing that on their own. When we're going to help them hit their $1,250 in 30 days, they get $250 in products of their choice. That's super cool. So anyways, that's the final slide for tonight. Did anybody have any questions? Bueller? Are we good? Are you absorbing it all? You can rewatch this video, so that just to know, this is going to be posted back out on the team page. So if you feel like you didn't keep up with information or you're like, oh, what was that? You can always go back and just go back to the section you need to look at or rewatch the whole thing if you want to also. All right.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Crystal? Oh, she's done.